Thank you. In 1955, my next guest created one of the most influential sounds in the history of rock music. Here to play a song from his new album, Tribal Thunder, is the one and only king of surf guitar, Dick Dale. To Dick Dale, so stick around, all right?
Judgment Night.
Good to see you. Thanks. That sounded terrific. That was you're playing. That was Nitro, which is a college hit.
Oh yeah, I was back at KUSF, the alternative grunge alternative rock station in San Francisco, and they were interviewing me, and they said, "Now, Dick, here's a list of the top 100 bands that are on our top playlist, and I want you to look at them now." And I said, "Well, thank you very much." And I'm looking at it, and I never heard of a band in my whole life. I didn't know what band that was on that list. I didn't know what one song was, and Dick Dale was #1. So
that's terrific. That's good. Congratulations. Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, you founded surf guitar music, really, and you were the first rock and roll act on Ed Sullivan. Is that right?
Yeah.
What year was that?
That was crazy. That was like in I think 63. In fact, the people that were on the same show, we would just stand up and line up to go out, and Ed would introduce the people. And then he said, and ladies and gentlemen, Kate Smith. And she'd go out there, great songstress. They sang like you couldn't believe.
And a great guitarist. Sorry, I got confused.
I watch your show every night.
All right.
And then all of a sudden they go Dick Dale, and then the Three Stooges was on there, and Sonny Liston before he was going to fight Cassius Clay. That's how far back that one goes.
Wow.
And he had read Life magazine came to my home at that time in Newport Beach, California, and they did a centerfold on Dick Dale. They stayed about 2 weeks, and everywhere I went, they would flick pictures. They used only about 6 pictures,
right?
And they flicked me surfing and all stuff like that. And then Ed read it, and then he says, "Bring him out here." So I got out there, you know, and I expected to see all the surfers out there, you know, with me, and everybody had blue hair in the audience, and so.
Did they like it? Did it go over?
Well, they went like this, you know. No, I got to tell you. You always, this is something that I don't think the world even knows about this. Ed's manager told my dad, and I want to thank Mom and Dad. God bless you. I love you because I know you're up past your bedtime. My dad's 80. He'll be 82 in October, and my mom, she's a stroke victim, and they're sitting back there trying to stay awake to watch the show. But anyway, my dad, he turned around, and we went back there, and he had told my dad, his manager said, Ed always had Kate Smith open up both the first show and the second show, two halves. And then when he heard, during intermission, like today, we had a blast. I mean, what a band. I mean, what a drummer. I mean, you want to go on the road, you know. So, I mean, I can't do no wrong. I can't do no wrong, you know. The thing is, he said, we were playing like that, and then Ed really got excited, and he says, I want Dick to open the second half. So my dad says, well, okay. So I opened up the second half. Now, you always saw Ed Sullivan going, and now, the show. You know, he'd always go like this. And a lot of people made fun of that. You know, they always mimicked. But there was a reason why he did that. He was a hero. He had been in the midst of a grenade, and he dragged 2 of his buddies across the lines, and he had shrapnel in his spine.
Really?
Yes.
I never heard that before.
And he always never left the wings because he was always in pain. And standing like this helped to ease the pain. So he never walked as much as he could. So what happened was, someone just gave me the tape of the show, because I never saw the show. And it showed Ed, when I got through playing, he got so excited about, we were playing like Mizzaloo and a couple of songs. He was going like this, and then all of a sudden, he just started walking out to the center of the stage to grab my hand and shake it and say, Dick, you know, oh, it's just great having you here. And the cameras, they were like nailed down in position. They never left that spot because he never left that spot. So he goes, and you can see it in the tape. He's walking up, and he just goes off the camera, you know, and he's talking, and his voice is trailing in the distance, and you see the 2 shadows, my shadow and his shadow, against the curtain.
That's amazing.
And you can see both hands shaking each other. And then,
that's amazing.
And then after that, and then he comes back, you know, to the camera, and after that, he made it a policy to go out to the center stage with everybody from then on and his manager. So that was the first. But
and now you're back. That's terrific.
Well, you know what it's like? It's like Jurassic Park. You know, it's like, you know, they said...
There's a theme park somewhere with Dick Dale running around.
Yeah, I saw that and I died. You know. They said the old dinosaur. Right now, the colleges, they went and got the CD, and we aimed it for the colleges. Because I've always been for the underdog.
And it's a big hit right now. I mean, we're gonna have to go away right this second. I did want to thank you very much for coming on the show.
I could talk for weeks.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to come back.
Come on back. Come on back. But thanks very much. We'll be right back.
I'm here to play football for the Irish.
Okay, I'm afraid we're all out of time. That's it. That's our show. But I do want to thank Dick Dale for being here. Thank you very much. That was a real treat. Thank you. I also want to thank Steve Buscemi for being